Dear Jess, today one of the greatest classics of Spanish gastronomy, originally from the Spanish Basque country, but these days popular throughout Spain, a splendid merluza in salsa verde, hake in green sauce, the pieces of fish stewed in wine and fish stock with the addition of green elements, peas and parsley. So over here we have the ingredients for the stock to be made in advance. Heads and carcasses of any white fish or a couple of the whole rockfish of the bouillabaisse or other fish soup varieties, as I'm using here. Now, no need to be too strict about the types of vegetable to be used, but best to always include onion and celery, usually some carrot and leek, often a touch of fennel bulb in moderation, perhaps garlic, and definitely herbs, parsley, thyme and bay. Whole peppercorns work well too. Some cooks like to add a slice of lemon, which I also think works well. White wine is good, but optional. It does give the fish stock a nice astringency. Now over on this side, the ingredients for the dish itself. Cross cuts of hake. You can also use similarly sized pieces from the fillet off the bone. Clams are optional, but very common. I have to confess these clams are frozen and therefore open before cooking. Please do use fresh ones if available. The green elements, parsley and peas, a bay leaf if you like, onion and garlic, white wine, and potatoes that had boiled and served as a garnish. Any sort of fried potato also works well. So for the stock, cut the vegetables up coarsely. No real need to peel the carrots as it all gets thrown away. So sweat that out gently for a few minutes, no coloration. White wine is good but optional, and just let that boil down a bit. Then it's all covered with water. The thing is not to cook for any longer than 20 minutes, as doing so will spoil the extremely fresh flavour of the stock. The potatoes are boiled until soft, the skins removed once cool enough to handle. Set them aside until service. Now for the dish itself. Onion and garlic, chopped finely, sweated gently in olive oil, care being taken not to let them burn. Once softened and translucent, we add a heaped teaspoon of flour, or let's say a small tablespoon, stirring around for a couple of minutes over a gentle flame. Now pour over the wine, stirring all the while to avoid lumps. And then stir in the stock and cook the sauce at a gentle simmer for 10 minutes, during which the sauce should thicken slightly, but still fairly loose. After these 10 minutes, we place in the hake, seasoning, the clams, and sprinkle generously with the chopped parsley. And the peas. The The fish shouldn't take more than 5 or 6 minutes to cook, turning the pieces once during the process. The seasoning is checked, et voilà. The potatoes are reheated by tossing them in a tablespoon or two of olive oil. What a treat from the Basque country, but to be cooked and enjoyed anywhere, as I'm doing here in the centre of Mallorca. Salud y buen provecho.